Primal Groudon and Kyogre are coming out in Pokemon Go, so we're going to go over today, are these Pokemon good? How good are their brand new moves of Precipice Blades and Origin Pulse? And to make sure you guys know exactly what I recommend doing with these Pokemon in Pokemon Go. So, you know what time it is, welcome to the Trading Club! Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys excited about these Primal reversions in Pokemon Go? Because they are going to be finally out for the first time ever in the Hoenn Tour. So if you do not have a ticket for the Hoenn Tour, you unfortunately will not be able to get Primal Energy. I believe you can participate in the raids, but you won't be getting Primal Energy and you won't be getting the moves on that Pokemon until the Global Tour for the weekend coming after. So you'll have to be patient. You can still get XL Candy, but I highly suggest that although, yes, you can get all this Pokemon and all this stuff, if you are looking at kind of being in a budget situation, you just wait till the Global Tour so you can capitalize on the Mega Primal Energy. And if you do need more raid battles for these Pokemon, because it's going to be insane, you can check the pinned comments below, get into the Discord for free raids, or if you want more priority access, join a premier raid group, or jump into the elites and join with me. So with that said, let's get into these Pokemon, because we're going to go over the best of the best for these Pokemon here. And just to interject here, guys, yesterday I made a big mistake. So I did not include Mega Swampert as my top Mega to earn you XL Candy and to be a meta attacker for Groudon and Kyogre. Reason being is this Pokemon does get ground and water moves, which it's going to be double effective against in the water category for the Groudon. Not only that, it's dual typed of water and ground. So if you have it at a Mega level 3, you will be able to earn more XL Candy for both Primal Groudon and Kyogre. So Mega Swampert to earn more XL Candy is the definitive choice for you guys. I apologize about that, for overlooking that. I obviously know this. Sometimes I make mistakes. So enjoy. Get that Mega Swampert, Mega level 3 for you guys. So Primal Groudon actually does shift in its form. It's going from a ground type to a ground and a fire type combination, while the Primal Kyogre stays the same. So let's check out the Primal Kyogre first, and then we'll get into the brand new double typing of Primal Groudon. The cool thing about these Pokemon is they share the exact same stats, so I will not have to repeat these stats for you guys, but these Pokemon are going to max out at 5,910. Oh my goodness, these Pokemon are insane. So Kyogre is an all water type Pokemon, which means it is going to be weak to grass and electric. Its stats are going to 331, ranked 11 for the attack, 251 for the defense, ranked 28 in Pokemon Go, and the stamina is 205, ranked 195. And just remember that Groudon is going to be the exact same, but we will check that out in a second. So if you do want the timestamps, you don't care about Kyogre, you can check the Groudon, but I don't want to mix them together. And the moveset of Primal Kyogre, which is the same as Kyogre, is going to get Waterfall, only one move as its fast move, and then its charge moves are going to be as follows. It will get Hydro Pump, which is a very strong hitting move. It will get Surf, which is the optimal move. It will also get Thunder as well as Blizzard. So my goodness, this Pokemon gets great moves, and it's going to be great to have this Pokemon finally. Not only that, this Primal Kyogre will get a Tri-Boost to XL Candy and Candy Boosts when catching this Pokemon, which is going to be Water, Bug, as well as Electric. So man, these Primals are very, very valuable. I plan to have at least 3 of them at Primal level 3 for sure. And then also, this Pokemon will now get Origin Pulse, which is a brand new move, which we are going to check out right now and see how it is going to affect the Primal Kyogre, because before this move, unfortunately, Kyogre was actually getting beat out by Mega Swampert, which is insane to me, but will this move make a difference? Because we're now going to check out the ER value, which is going to be taking damage per second and multiplying that by total damage output, and then averaging in the tankiness of that Pokemon and optimizing it to see how it does rank up and stand up against other Pokemon. Let's check out Kyogre's stats against itself and see if Origin Pulse will beat out Surf. Checking out Primal Kyogre, we do have Waterfall, Origin Pulse at the top at 53.09. Yes, it did happen. Waterfall and Surf at 49.96, with the Hydro Pump 48.45, with Blizzard 45.59, which we will check out, and Thunder. And then in regular Kyogre, we got a definitely 3-point bump for Waterfall and Origin Pulse to 43.04, compared to Waterfall and Surf at 40.59. Well, technically it's a 2.5-point bump, but still effective. Okay, so we have the move taking over, which means to me that Precipice Blades will also be taking over the spot for the Groudon, which makes me so excited, and I can't wait to get into that with you guys for the video, so definitely stick around. So now let's see, where does Kyogre sit in the water category overall, and with it being a legendary, let's see where it sits as well. All right, at the top, reigning supreme, we have Waterfall, Origin Pulse, Kyogre, let's go. 53 53.09, followed by Mega Swampert. Look how close that is, which is insane. That is what I consider a pseudo-legendary, even though technically in the game I don't believe it is. But man, that Pokemon is so strong with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon Conde move there at 50.56. Mega Blastoise coming in next at 45.91. Then we have Ash Greninja, which is not in the game, at 45.04, which is the strongest non-Mega in the game, which is insane. Mega Gyarados coming in next. And then at the top, besides the Ash Greninja, we have Kyogre with Waterfall and Origin Pulse at 43.04, above Shadow Swampert, Shadow Feraligatr, Shadow Gyarados, and regular Swampert, which is crazy. But now let's also check out this Primal Kyogre with an Ice move, because it does get an Ice move as Blizzard, and see where it does sit. But remember, it does not get stab bonus, but that's okay. So we have Mega Mewtwo Y at the top with Ice Beam, Mega Mewtwo X after it, Black Kyurem, which is going to be 47.74, which is a non-Mega, which it's not out yet, Galarian Darmanitan with Zen Mode at 46.38, all Ice type. That Pokemon is an absolute beast. Then next we have White Kyurem with the Blizzard at 45.95, and then next, very close, Primal Kyogre with 45.59 on the Blizzard combination. And let's check it out in the electric category as well, because it does get Thunder. So with this Thunder moveset, we are now looking at Mega Mewtwo Y, Mega Mewtwo X, Zacian Crown Sword, Shadow Mewtwo, Zekrom, and then Primal Kyogre is going to be in the 8th spot right there. So holy smokes, if you guys do want a second charge move on this Pokemon, I highly suggest you guys consider Blizzard, because of how powerful it truly makes that Pokemon. When there are very powerful electric Pokemon that are competing with Thunder, the Blizzard is very powerful if we're looking at strictly as a meta attacker, and Blizzard, geez, it hits so hard. So this Pokemon is a definitive yes for maxing out. Like I said, I will have 3 at Mega level 3 because of the typing combination for 3 typings, which is the only 2 Pokemon in the game paired with Groudon that it's actually going to have that for. So they are very valuable. Primal Kyogre and Groudon are said to have a 400 cost per first Mega evolution, and then afterwards following 80, and then down as you do get to the next levels, which is crazy. And per candy reward, you're going to be getting 100, but you have to have that 400 at first, which means more than likely you will have to do at least 2 raids, maybe 3, to be able to get you there, depending on how fast you can take down this Pokemon. And Kyogre not having a dual weakness is going to be a little bit more challenging than will the next Pokemon be, which is going to be what we are moving into. But I also want to mention that Kyogre is going to be ranked 26 in the Master League with the moveset combination of Waterfall, Origin Pulse, and Surf, which is going to be all water moves. So take that for what it's worth. So with that said, now let's get into the Groudon. Just remember, like I said, Groudon is changing into ground and fire type, which means it's going to be double weak. Yes, double weak to water, which makes it way more vulnerable as a Pokemon than is the Primal Kyogre. It shares the exact same stats, maxing out at 5,910. If you do want to see the stat rankings, you can check back at the Kyogre, because they are the exact same in the timestamps. This Pokemon will now be double weak to water and single weak to ground. It's still going to double resist electric, it's going to single resist bug, fairy, fire, poison, and steel, also with single resistances. And then as far as its moveset combination, it's going to get Dragon Tail and Mudshot as its fast moves, and then the charge moves will be as follows. It has a couple, and it also has a legacy move as well on this Pokemon. So the charge moves are going to be Fire Blast, Earthquake, Solar Beam, Fire Punch's Legacy, meaning you'll have to TM it, and Precipice Blades will now be the brand new ground Pokemon being added to this Pokemon, which you will also have to Elite TM onto your previous ones, which I will definitely be doing. So with that said, now let's check out this Pokemon to see what it's going to be ranked best with Precipice Blades. Is it going to be ahead of the Mega Garchomp? Because Mega Garchomp does get Earth Power, which is an extremely strong ground move, and that Pokemon is also very strong in itself. Let's check out the moveset first, and then we'll see it ranked in the ground category. Groudon's best moveset is going to be Mudshot Precipice Blades at 53.09, followed by the Dragon Tail Precipice Blades at 51.71. Then we have the Earthquake 46.86, which, oh my goodness, guys, we're looking at quite a differential right there. Then the Earthquake all ground type. Then we do have Fire Punch in there at 45.25, Fire Blast at 45.09, and it does get Solar Beam as well at 44.88. Okay, we have another move taking over the top spot, which is extremely exciting, but now let's check it out in the ground category to see where it does sit. Primal Groudon at the top, Mudshot Precipice Blades at 53.09, then we have Mega Garchomp at 50.59. Wow, it beat it out by 3 points. Well, 2.5 technically. Once again, wow, that's pretty crazy. Then we have the regular Groudon at the top at 43.17, above Shadow Mamoswine, above Mega Swampert. Regular Groudon is out there, holy smokes, above the Garchomp at the Earth Power 38.78 significantly. Then we have the Landorus in the Therian form at 38.25, Shadow Gerlurk in the 8th spot overall, if anybody's wondering about the Golurk and where it does rank, 37.34. Remember, that one does take a premium on Stardust to power it up. We have Mamoswine in the regular form, 37.17, which is virtually the same as the Shadow Golurk, so I would go for the Mamoswine well before I would go for a Shadow Golurk, and then Rhyperior with Mudslap and Earthquake at 37. Wow, guys, that is significant, but one more thing I want to check out for the grass. At the top, Mega Sceptile, Frenzy Plant, 51.06, then Mega Latios, 46.28, and then we have Primal Groudon at 44.88, which is actually stronger than Kartana, which is insane. However, for the fire category, Primal Groudon with the Fire Punch is going to be at 45.25, still very effective, but in the 8th spot. So from a meta attacker standpoint, the Primal Groudon with Solar Beam as the second moveset would be the best and optimal placing for it, which is still pretty crazy. Man, this Pokemon is insanely strong, the top ground type Pokemon in the game, and definitely deserves its spot. And need I mention, for the Master League, it's ranked 1 overall with the moveset combination of Mudshot, Precipice Blades, and Fire Punch, which means this Pokemon will need 2 Elite TMs if you don't have either of those movesets on your Pokemon, which is crazy, but that Pokemon can also be Mega Evolved, because remember, we just checked out that it's still very strong as a fire attacker with Fire Punch, and it does get stab bonus, so that's pretty cool. And not only that, the Mega Groudon is going to be able to get a boost in Exo Candy too, if it works the same, which it should, as the Megas, Grass, Ground, as well as Fire. So 3 typing. So these Pokemon are very effective. I will also have 3 maxed out and Mega level 3'd, I guess Primal level 3'd, to be able to capitalize on all the Exo Candy coming from these. So these Pokemon, very valuable, very worth it, and the moves shine through like they do deserve. Congrats, Pokemon Go. This is definitely where these Pokemon do deserve, and they are fantastic shiny versions. So thank you guys for being here. Share this video for anybody that has questions, even if they have questions about Shadow Golurk and where it ranks in Pokemon Go, because now you have all the stats, and now we're ready to go. And you don't want to max out something that takes a premium in Stardust, 600,000 Stardust plus, when you can just have a regular Groudon that, although it does take premium XL Candy, the Mamoswine is a budget counter. It doesn't take premium XL Candy, and it doesn't take premium Stardust, and it's basically the same as the Shadow Golurk. So thank you guys for being here as always. To all my likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to XL. Miss you guys out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and rating all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.